All right, real quick. It's just another chatterbox minute here because I keep getting guilted over shit, about my personal life. And here's the thing: you would be a lot less pissed off about shit that happens in my personal life, shit that I do in my personal life, if you just stopped stalking me. If you can manage that, I bet you will be a lot less pissed off about the shit that goes on in my life if you just stop fucking stalking me than you would if just fucking constantly looking for shit to get pissed off about that I do. See, that's it. And again, just to reiterate, I didn't look for shit to get pissed off about, when it was Trump. It wasn't like I would, take shit that Trump did and, look for ways to make it look bad. It's just Trump is fucking evil. He's pure fucking evil. And so that's why naturally, like 95% of the shit that he did was just like fucking like just the worst, most wickedest shit he could possibly do. I mean, think about it. If you want to deport people, deporting people is one thing. But if you do it humanely, like they used to do back in the day, more or less, to the best of my knowledge anyway. But, all this shit right here where, the way they were doing it in Trump style. And to say as a deterrent, well, if you don't like it, like fucking don't come to this country. Oh, well, I'm sorry for starving. It's a misdemeanor. Okay, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? You busted me here. I'm just going to sit here. But we've already been over this. Right? So that's just kind of like, because that, where I come from, where I grew up, that's just kind of the mentality we have because, it's either, you're either going to starve over there or get your shit together over here. But either way, you're going to fucking grind. Like, there's just no two ways about it. So do you want to grind over here where the return on investment on your time probably pays, a bit more dividends? Or do you want to go over there where you're going to be fucking mired in quicksand for the most part? Unless you have connections, like, just like here, if you don't know somebody, and you don't have money to make money, it's hard enough here. Over there, oh, shit. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I'm not, it's not like his people are like, well, why doesn't he go over there if it's so great and this and that? And like culturally and shit, oh, fuck yeah. I miss it. I miss it to death. But again, if you don't have a means of being able to support yourself over there, like I'm should I say, better adapted at supporting, getting by over here, surviving here than I am over there because, again, it's a whole different fucking hustle over there. It's a whole different hustle. And again, me sticking out like a fucking sore thumb, and I don't really know what to expect, just because, my contacts here with the Mexican consulate haven't exactly been very encouraging. Although I understand, that helping me out, in any way would have constituted a fucking violation of law and essentially supporting terrorism. For what? For helping a homeless guy with no fucking, means of self-defense, no respect, no means to speak of really of self-defense. I mean, professionally or anything like that, I'm just doing the best that I can. You know what I mean? With what I have to work with. There you go. Thank you. But anyway, so yeah, like we've all had it tough, and I'm not trying to be a dick, because I keep getting guilted that, someone is broke because they believed me or took me at my word. And it's like, it depends on who it is. Because here's the thing. Some of the things were done in bad faith. Like what Christina did. She did that shit in bad faith. So, you know what I mean? Like if she went out and did that shit on her own, yeah, there was talk about a partnership at one point a long time ago. But then she went and fucking, like, just corrupted that shit in the worst possible way. And no fucking way can you reasonably claim good faith. You know what I mean? Like I owe her anything. You know what I mean? I was just doing it out of generosity just so that hopefully it would give you guys, okay, look, you know what? If we give this fucking guy, as much as it fucking rankles us, if we give this guy, the money that we got the money that we, they want for fucking him over, not fucking us, you guys fucked yourselves over. All right? You guys went fucking way the fuck overboard with this shit, not me. You know what I mean? This is what I tried to do to end it. Okay? This is why I'm having to go through this sort of hell. You know what I mean? And again, but I digress. Why did this happen in the first place? And so again, that's okay. But we're talking about today, the here and now, right? So in that sense, if Christina feels that I stiffed her in any way, she could fucking stuff it. all right? Because she's a grown bitch. She's about my age. So, hey, this is about the time. If you don't have your fucking big girl panties on at this point, when the fuck are you going to get them to get, Now, as for Kehlani, that's a whole different thing. Now, if she's in some sort of trouble, and if anyone could help her out, like, ethically, like, without having, making her fucking prostitute herself, and God help you, if so much as a fucking teardrop is falling from her eyes at this moment, and you know what I mean, in any form of distress or anything like that, like, if you guys were seriously doing, if you guys were seriously doing what was being fucking pushed at me, if it wasn't just a fucking psychological operation to fuck with my head, if you guys were actually doing this shit, which, well, I'll put it this way. God's not pissed off for no reason. You know what I mean? So, and so again, it's like, fuck, well, like, what option do you guys really leave me, What option do you guys really leave me? So, now, as far as, with Kehlani over here, that, fuck, I hope she doesn't feel like I've let her on. I'm just tied down. I mean, I'm deployed on a, I was taking care of my mom, and, you know what I mean? And you already know, you were there, right? And it's just like, well, exactly. They're mad at you because you let the cat out of the bag, right? Well, here's the thing. If she hadn't done that, somebody else would have, all right? First of all, I would have figured it out eventually. Like, I'm not an idiot, you know what I mean? Second, what she did was more than any of you fucking subhumans did, was that she actually fucking took the time to try and get to know me and interact with me instead of just treating me like a fucking object. Which is why, if you're treating her in the same fucking way, ooh, pobrecito, Jimmy's just going to take a backseat on that one, and he's just going to let the other crew take over, if that's the case, you know what I mean? He's just going to be like, okay, I'm going to do like God during the Holocaust and just go completely fucking numb. You guys do what you got to do. This is why. And I'll be sitting there watching the video of why my crew is doing what they're doing as they're doing it, just so that I don't get any remorse or start, feeling empathy, I don't get weak and start feeling fucking human empathy as my crew is going to work on you. So those aren't threats, folks. This is warfare. This is the type of shit that you've chosen. This is what I dragged my fucking happy ass all the way to Louisville, fucking Kentucky, to talk to that bitch Moscow Mitch, and that fat bitch Aaron over there told me, well, we suggest you contact a private attorney, blah, 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 knowing that fucking no fucking attorney would fucking, represent me, or else get fucking, get, due to their career, what we're gonna do to you if you guys don't fucking shape up, and you know what I mean? Like, honestly, well, I guess that's the thing, is that those responsible are the ones, still in power, right? And that was the thing, man, that I thought that with Joe Biden, that it would have been that was like a sweet spot opportunity where if the administration played its cards right, hey, you know what? I was vice president at the time, I wasn't in power, this and this. That, that shit had nothing to do with me. Let's settle this today, here and now, on today's terms. You know what I mean? We could have gotten it done, relatively quick and easy. But I mean, think about it. If you could send somebody to come out here and steal my fucking backpack with my fucking trove of work in it, a cultural artifact, which again, you have no fucking claim to whatsoever. If I'm a terrorist, America has no fucking cultural claim to me whatsoever. You can't have it both ways. You cannot claim me while you demonize me at the same time. You cannot do that. So you make up your mind, America. Am I a symbol of American this and that and the other? Or am I fucking, Osama bin Laden Castro or whatever, and fuck that guy and may he never come back? You make up your mind. You tell me. All right, because I'm sick of this shit. There's a young woman out there, you know what I mean? With love in her eyes and flowers in her hair. And you know what? There's a lot of things that I'd rather be doing, and one of them is her. But I'm not going to put up with any more of this bullshit. It's just not going to happen. That's why I'm fucking taking the hammer to your fucking power structure, almost like Trump did, but, well, out of necessity. Where he did it out of incompetence, I'm doing it out of fucking necessity. So, because I have to. Again, me going to college and, you know what I mean, was just too much to ask. So, And where did I meet that girl? Where did I meet Kaylani at? Where did we meet again? Good place to meet girls, huh? And see, the thing about college girls is that they don't really have very high expectations. So, like, if you're broke or whatever, they really don't give a shit because, most of the time they are too. But as opposed to, like, women my age, where, you gotta be established and all that shit, the higher standards and whatnot. So, of course. So that's why Christina, by this age, if you haven't gotten your shit together, I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you. I tried. Remember, I was going to take a train over to Denver, or a bus, I should say. Ha ha ha. I heard you caught the train, actually. Well, I didn't. Who's doing that? Who's the one running that shit show? Give me that name. Anyone? Anyone want to tell me? You set them up, I'll knock them down. Is it Stan McChrystal and the McChrystal group? Is that what that shit was about? Because I keep, I keep fucking hearing about that guy and shit, and like some skeevy shit. And again, that was the shit that freaked me the fuck out the first time. But now it's just like, okay, now I know what to do. And guess what, bucko? You gotta go. You gotta go. Yes, sir. One way or another, you gotta go, son. Like, ooh, you did that shit in my house? Ooh, boy. Yeah. Stan, huh? Satan? Because I saw, it's just like, okay, it makes sense. I mean, he does have a reputation as a fucking cold-blooded killer, It is what it is. Right? Anyway, so anytime you guys want to, I just got more, I became about $300 something more operational today, so, and again, I'd rather stop fucking around personally. Just let me know. Right? So, because again, that young woman, as far as I'm concerned, you guys were using her as a pawn, so she's innocent. Yeah, it's entrapment. Yeah. La Palma. Just like the street sign says. Yes, ma'am. Sure. Illiterate can't read a street sign.